It's Monday. You know what that means after a fantastic weekend. Flex Zone Podcast is back, giving you your sports how you want them when you need it. It's almost time to commence on the final event of the NBA season. That's right, the NBA Finals are upon us. That's the focus of the show. Who wins? As we have the Boston Celtics looking to add another banner to their historic ledger. And another team back in the finals for the first time since 2011. They had an international superstar then. They got one now. Maybe the best offensive backcourt or catches backcourt in NBA history looks to win a ring. Of course, we got a big-time player getting paid in the NFL. Lamar Jackson throwing away money like it's monopoly money. And of course, Caitlin Clark. We got to talk about that rookie season, and she's had some ups and some downs. And of course, we get goofy with Cravante as well. It's the Flex Zone Podcast, episode 443. We are the MVPs of this YouTube game and this podcast game. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like button, bell, and of course, vote on the poll. Let us hear from you in the comment section. Knocking out the competition, whooping their ass worse than Deontay Wilder, get knocked out on Saturday night. Raj, you ain't think I forgot. I just had to bring it up, baby. It is the Flex Zone Podcast, the only place fellas giving you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Oh, he's still getting beat. He's still getting beat. Wilder's still getting beat. Wilder is still getting his ass beat. And I don't know if he'll come back from this, but maybe we'll throw that in there. We'll get a tease. Let us know in the comment section what you think about that situation. Fury, now Wilder, both get knocked out in basically consecutive weekends. But episode 443, we are the MVPs. Big show. We're talking about some players getting paid in the NFL. Lamar Jackson giving money away. Like I said, like it's monopoly money. Caitlin Clark update. And we got to talk about the NBA Finals as it starts on Thursday. But we are getting you set for it tonight, breaking it down, giving you our predictions, giving you our MVP, who wins, how many games, and any storylines that come up as well. And we got to talk about some coaching news as a coach in LA gets paid and one LA team still looking for their guy. But he may be calling the finals this coming week. Let's get to it. Episode 443, Twitter, Instagram, the Flex Zone 1, the Flex Zone Podcast on TikTok, flexzone1@gmail.com. You want to be a guest, part of the show, like what we're doing up here. And as always, it is not just your house or our house. It's the Flex Zone's house because we want it. But let's get to it. Make sure you guys let us know what you want to hear this coming week as we're trying to hit all the topics. We were here last Tuesday, so we appreciate everyone who was here with us last Tuesday as we did a little schedule change because of the holiday. Big shout out once again to the good brother Cordell. What a great interview with him. So just want to shout him out one more time. Appreciate him for being on. But enough about me. It is God's favorite host back again in the chair. But starting things off, it is the man fresh out the tub, keeping it clean and pristine like he does on these streams with the white tee. It is the one and only Big Raj, my boy, my brother. Let's get to it.
No bread, no water, just me. No bread, no water, just me.
You don't got nothing after that, Byron?
Hold on. There we go.
Finish him, Daddy.
That's waiting for
Finish
it.
him, Daddy.
I'm sorry, it was a long weekend now. We had a lot to do this weekend. I'm still recuperating.
It was a lot of lifting. There was a lot of lifting going on.
A lot of things going on. Nonstop.
But it was a good weekend. It was very interesting, to say the least. But we have a little bit to talk about tonight, so I'd rather get to it.
Appreciate you, Big Raj. And everybody, make sure you guys hit that like button as you walk into the venue. But this next brother, he is the voice of reason. He is the captain of the goofy ship. He is the Commandalorian himself. And oh, baby, it's Cravante.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand up.
Stupid. Just stupid.
Jam. Oh, jam. I love it. I can get used to that. If that comes on the back end of the goofiness, then cool. We can keep that going. Monday night. It's weird because I didn't say that last week because it wasn't Monday night, but whatever. We here on a weekly basis. We doing what we do. This is I'm about to say the 3-man weave, but it's 4 of us, so it's the regular crew. Getting it in. Probably won't be here too long. But this feels good just to talk to y'all. No interviews, no extra folk. You know what I'm saying? This is all right. This is all right. I like it. But yeah, let's get
Yes,
get this thing started. We ain't trying to be
just
here
like
all night.
Cavante. Just like Cavante likes his crown, straight flex zone, no chaser. And of course, when you talk about the ladies and the drinks, you can't start the conversation without my boy on the screen, Drizzy Dre, the flex zone messiah, the tribal chief, the pride of the East Side, Savior Misbehavior, the A-lister, Mr. 25-8, more meaner than Tamina. He is the phenomenal one. He is undeniable. He is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Morgan State University, the big oos, my boy, my brother, the super producer, because you can't forget that. Drizzy Dre, what's going on, brother?
Acknowledge me. Whose house?
Yeah, you already know how I feel about my boy Swerve, man. Hey, Sharon. Appreciate everybody for checking in as always, man. And just a quick side note before we even start, man. We text each other throughout the week, throughout the day. And our boy D, man, I had to have a brief laugh because he was up there saying even Damian Priest gets the main event Raw, and my boy Swerve has yet to main event anything on AEW right now. So
Don't worry, Dre. He'll main event on June 30th against Will Ospreay. You know that's going to main event.
that's a damn shame. It has to be Will Ospreay.
And he might lose to him.
Look. Swerve's
That's
title
sad.
reign probably won't make it past August. But we'll talk about that later on. We may rant about that at another time because, like Dre
Right.
says, the great white hope in AEW.
But look, at least on NXT, we did get to see my girl Sexy Red.
There you go. Yes, your WC.
Oh, fix your face, Unc.
Let's
My
get
daughter
to
wasn't looking like that.
Drizzy Dre, you broke the news earlier while you were getting your work in, like The Rock in the gym and Roman Reigns getting it in. Justin Jefferson gets a 4-year,
Man.
$140 million extension, 110 guaranteed, $35 million per year, makes him the highest non-paid quarterback in the NFL. We've seen guys like Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. Who else? We saw Calvin Ridley get paid, amongst other wide receivers. I'm sure there are other people who got paid. I'm not thinking about right now. T. Higgins wants to get
That was
paid.
good.
Jamar Chase wants to get paid.
Rashad Bateman.
Yes,
No, get
Rashad
out of here,
Bateman did get paid.
Get
But
out.
Dre, how do you feel about Justin Jefferson? He's there for the long haul. They did draft Jordan Addison last year. They have the rookie McCarthy out of Michigan. We'll talk more about them as a team later on. But what does this deal do for him and the Vikings? I mean, he's probably the best receiver in the league right now.
I mean, he is the best receiver in the league. I'm all about these young guys getting paid. But at the same time, a rookie quarterback is throwing to him, and it's not like it's like Caleb Williams or anything like that. I'm just unsure about the amount of touches he's going to get like that. I mean, that's going to be a good go-to for a rookie quarterback, but I'm just not sure if he'll get the same numbers moving forward just because of who his quarterback is and how he'll have to develop into the system. So I'm happy for Justin, but I'm just a little skeptical moving forward about how his numbers will be because of them paying him and the Vikings and their situation. Now, if this was like a Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes, then I could be like, okay, I'd be more confident in him looking at like him being worth the contract. Not saying he's not worth the contract, but some people may say that the numbers won't equate. So we'll have to see how that is moving forward.
Cavante, I want to go to you next about Justin Jefferson. And we talked about this a little bit during the draft. And when we break down the divisions, the NFC North is going to be very interesting this season. You got rookie JJ McCarthy, rookie Caleb Williams. You got Jordan Love, who's only second full year of starting. Jared Goff just got broke off big time. I told some people this weekend they may regret that deal, in my opinion, but we'll see what happens. Justin Jefferson gets paid. I mean, there's no question about it. It is 110 million guaranteed. Is more than AJ Brown's 84 million. Ross St. Brown also got paid from Detroit. Cavante 77 million. Jalen Waddle just got paid as well. Cavante Waddle, while you walk in, 76 million. So he's getting broke off, man. I mean, but it's well deserved for the brother.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You said it earlier. I think he's the best receiver in the league. And that is, and there's a lot of good receivers now. Nowadays, we talked about Jamar Chase is coming up. By next summer, Jamar Chase is gonna break this bank. You know what I'm saying? Then we got CeeDee Lamb and all these guys. But I think Jay Jetta is the top tier of the class, and the rookie quarterback will absolutely benefit. I think Mark just said something about it, but the rookie quarterback will absolutely benefit from this, probably more so than vice versa, obviously. But I think Dre was saying something about maybe if it was like a Josh Allen or something like that. I think that would be a terrible situation, because you have a superstar wide receiver and a superstar quarterback. That's your offense, and usually those type of relationships don't go well on the football side of the game. And honestly and truthfully, that's why they're able to do this, is because they have a rookie quarterback. So they're able to throw a complete bag at Justin Jefferson, and it's absolutely well deserved, because he's been electric since he's been in the league. LSU Tiger, a bunch of LSU got the wide receiver. That's wide receiver U. I thought it was Ohio State for a minute, and it still could be, but LSU, they put out two at a time. They put out two elite guys at a time. And his former teammate is going to be next up in Jamar Chase, but Justin Jefferson absolutely deserves this. And it's going to be some growing pains with coming with this money. It's going to be some growing pains, because you do have a guy who was not asked to do a lot at Michigan, and you got two legit. Well, you got an all-pro wide receiver, and then you got an up-and-coming and Jordan Addison. You got to throw the ball. You have to absolutely throw the ball. Like,
and TJ Hawkinson too, Cavante, a pretty good tight end. He's probably in the top 5 or 6.
He's gonna have to throw the ball. Now, I'm not saying like the running game needs to come with it as well, because they know that's a security blanket, and a running game is a young quarterback's best friend, and he's gonna need to utilize both of them. But you better throw Justin Jefferson that damn ball.
Yeah, don't forget LSU this year. They had Neighbors and the Ohio State. You got Marvin Harrison. So your two schools right there, Cravante, still putting out receivers.
Yep. They also had Brian Thomas out of LSU as well, Dre.
But LSU, this is the second time, or was it the third time that they put out two guys?
Well, third time, Cravante, because remember Odell and Jarvis.
Jarvis, Jamar and Justin Jefferson, and now Brian Thomas. Like two number one, get 2 round 1 caliber wide receivers. This is crazy. Ohio State ain't got that, but Ohio State usually has a top guy, and then there's everybody else. At least not the same year.
Big Raj, I know you love playing with Justin Jefferson on the cover of that Madden, as we're getting ready for the new Madden. Actually,
no, that's not even a top game right now. We're waiting for that college football, baby. That's that college football.
College football, yeah.
I hope to play it on the channel. I hope to do it. That'll be our first gaming, so we'll try to get that set up. But yes, I know we're excited about that. Justin Jefferson, man, I know we love him. I mean, wish he would be in another purple maybe, but that won't happen. I mean, he's well deserved, man. It's gonna be fun watching the NFC North though, and like Mark said, they got Aaron Jones as well with the other pieces on offense, so they're gonna be able to hopefully the quarterback rookie just don't F it up.
Yeah, like you said, I wish he was in this purple right here, that purple right there. But it is what it is. I'm happy for the brother. You know what I'm saying? He deserved to get his money. He is the best receiver in all of football. Although he had a down year last year, but due to injury, and it showed because they really missed him on the field. But I think he's the best receiver in the league. There's just no denying it. He deserved every bit of his bread. He's the leader of the team. They don't like Kirk Cousins is gone now. Jordan Addison, he's cool, but he's still going to need some guidance from Justin Jefferson.
Absolutely.
And they're like a mid tier team. They're in rebuild mode, but I mean he's going to help the rookie quarterback out very very much. And I just think it's a good move for morale, a good move for the team, and definitely a good move for his pockets. So great. I'm glad that he's the highest paid. He set the market for all the wide receivers that's going to come out in the future, including the ones you just said. Hopefully, Neighbors and Thomas is at an elite level in probably the next couple of years, and hopefully Zay Flowers, maybe he can show off in these next couple of years as well and get himself a nice hefty bag from the Ravens. Although we don't pay
That would be a
receivers
first,
well.
Raj. That would be a first.
It would be
Well,
a
they paid
first.
Bateman, like you said.
Like I said before, it would be a first, but this is a very record-setting market, and as you know, the market always just goes up.
Yep.
So I'm very happy for the brother. I'm glad that he set the market for receivers, and hopefully he has a great season this upcoming season.
Was he the highest non-paid quarterback too?
Yep. He surpasses Nick Bosa.
Quarterback, yeah.
Surpasses Nick Bosa, and also don't forget that, as mentioned, the wide receiver market is only going to go up. CD Lamb, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, all going to probably get paid within the next year or 2 years.
So what I'm really excited about?
What's up?
In football, and it has nothing to do with indirectly it has something to do with the Commanders, but CD Lamb is threatening to hold out, or is he holding out? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
It's unsure right now.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this right now because Cowboys have to absolutely pay Dak, and CD Lamb is threatening to hold. CD Lamb is pulling the Ezekiel Elliott, and with this, with Justin Jefferson resetting the market, I am ecstatic over here. I'm eating all this up right now. I can't wait. Jerry Jones is going to drop the ball somewhere. I don't know where he's going to drop the ball, but I can't wait to find out who's the odd man out. Micah Parsons, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. Who's going to be the odd man out?
And it's crazy because you need both guys. I mean, CD made such impact for the Cowboys last year. That team isn't the same without him, but then you need Micah because they're not the same on defense without Micah. So
that's why I said this is the last year for the Cowboys to do anything if they're going to do it. Because after this year, I think they're going to be Cravante and rebuild. Because if Jaden Daniels is who he is, y'all might be right up there with the Eagles. We'll see though. We'll see how it plays out. Raj, I want to start with you though with this next one because nice little transition to the Ravens as a certain quarterback, Lamar Jackson, forfeits a $750,000 voluntary offseason program attendance bonus, which he did negotiate himself. Everyone, let's not forget he was his own agent, so he did negotiate. Him and Mama Jackson did negotiate this in his deal. He was at the Preakness, showed up for one practice. I think they even said he was in Florida at a NASCAR event. He's had Zay Flowers and Nelson Aguilar down in Florida working out with him. Rashad Bateman, get your ass on the plane now. We'll pay for it. Spirit, 2 hours. We'll get you there for under $200. All right.
Spirit, we'll get you in 2 hours.
Get his ass over there. But how you feel about this situation? Is it a bunch ado about nothing? We know he'll probably be here maybe this week or for the mandatory stuff, and then training camp's right around the corner. And they may be getting rid of OTAs after this season, which is goofy too. But go ahead, Raj.
I'm not worried at all. I think this is a bunch of nothing. To be honest with you, I think when he was at NASCAR and some of these other events, I think he was still getting paid. So they can say that he lost $750,000 or whatever.
So you're saying he made it back? He made it back times 2, probably, or 3.
I'm pretty sure Lamar is finding ways to make money.
So he's like the people at the club on the fly. He get paid to walk through, paid to be in the building.
Yes, he's getting paid for appearances, baby. This is what this is about. I mean, come on, Lamar Jackson at NASCAR, Lamar Jackson at Preakness. I mean, you think he's going there for free? I'm not going there for free. You got to pay me. And that's exactly what's going on.
Did they pay Ray Lewis too to do all that extra stuff to preach?
Of course they did. The Ray Lewis way. They gave him Ray Lewis way. Come on now. 2-time MVP. I'm not worried about it. It's OTAs is mandatory. It's not mandatory. So who cares, man? I mean, the people that need to be there are there, like the Ronnie Stanleys, the Rashad Batemans of the world. the rookies, they're there. All those guys are there. They need to be there. Of course, Lamar Jackson will be fine. Plus, he's still working out with Zay Flowers and Nelson Aguilar. So no, I'm not worried at all. When it's time for it to be mandatory mini camp, mandatory training camp, mandatory the regular season and playoffs, Lamar Jackson will be there. I am not worried, not one bit. I think this is a bunch of nothing. I think people need to chill out. And I'm getting sick and tired of Mike Florio trying to be a negative Nancy. Like for real, get out your feelings, man. I understand that he dissed you a couple months ago, but you still trying to ride his coattails. Go find something to do other than get on
Didn't he
lean on
diss him
Lamar
first though?
Jackson.
Saying he was gonna get beat like by
I mean,
San
some of this crap is personal, man. It's personal with Mike Florio. It's personal with Acho. He got a personal vendetta against Lamar Jackson. And who else is that? Who's the other clown that's with Fox Sports? I can't think of his name. Um, the it'll come to me.
What show is he on? Is he on
He,
Speak?
he's Nick something. I can't think of his last.
Oh, you
name.
talking about Nick Wright?
Nick Wright is a clown as well. So yes,
Well, I like Nick Wright.
Nick Wright has been talking garbage and trash for the last couple months since his Chiefs won the Super Bowl. He's been downing Lamar and all this other nonsense.
He's going to be a homer. I don't pay him no mind.
Either way, he still does his little his little jabs at Lamar, and of course we know, although we love Shannon, you know how Shannon is. He goes left and right.
Teeter in the
when it comes to Lamar Jackson as well. So all these people are talking. He teeters to whatever side that that he feels. But like I said before, all these people come at Lamar Jackson, and it's ridiculous. He's a 2-time MVP. I think he has the right to do whatever the hell he wants, because time after time after time, if he's healthy, he's going to win games. And I don't see that not happening this season as long as he's healthy. And of course, if you're not out there killing yourself every day, you're gonna, I don't know, be healthy. So it's nothing. It's as much to do about nothing, and he's still practicing with his guys on the side, and everybody looks like they're getting better. Have y'all seen Zay Flowers lately? Have y'all seen Rashad Bateman running routes? I have. They look phenomenal. So.
Don't forget also, Rod, you got big, bold Derrick Henry, King Henry back there. They're going to use the 2 tight ends more. I think I'm not worried about the offense, man. Dre, I'm worried about the defense. We'll see. I will get into that, like I said, through the months to come. But I think the offense is going to be fine. I think Lamar's going to be right in the MVP conversation again, Dre. He dropped 20 pounds, too, so he's in great shape, working out with his guys. But what you think about this?
I mean, I'm like Rod. I'm not really worried about $750,000 when you're getting paid millions of dollars and you have a record-setting deal. I mean, as long as, like you said, the offense. I mean, Lamar Jackson is the offense. He's going to take football. He takes football serious. I mean, look, he just won another MVP last year. Took the Ravens to an AFC Championship game. My concern on offense is about the wide receivers. I think, having Derrick Henry there, the 2 tight end formation, I think those are all great things, but I'm still a little concerned. But we'll see how that goes. Maybe, I was just talking to a fellow Morganite, and he was saying how the 2 tight end set with Likely and Andrews will probably open up some doors for Zay Flowers. So we'll see. Zay Flowers can be the home run guy, but my only issue with Zay Flowers is he kind of reminds me of like Deshaun Jackson, where he'll be your home run guy, but who's still going to be like the go-to receiver? So that's my only somewhat concern, because I did think that Odell was very helpful last year, but outside of that, though, I'm really not concerned with the team. I think the team will be really back in the mix despite the tough schedule. So we'll see how the Ravens are moving forward, but I'm not ever worried about Lamar Jackson because I know what he's going to do when he comes to play.
Real quick, Raj, Mark wanted to know how Tez Walker looks. There you go.
I just pretty much told him he looks fast, man. He looks really good, bro. Now is he a esteemed route runner? Of course not. He's going to be used for deeper routes. Of course, he's going to be used to spread the field. So I expect Tez to get maybe his 3 or 4 maybe looks per game or whatever. It's going to start out slow, but if he can find a way to beat Aguilar, for that 3rd spot, he'll get more looks. But it's gonna take time. I don't see Tez, going out there just stealing the spotlight right away. I expect him to get some growing pains, and by the end of the season, show up a little bit more for Lamar in the game. But as of right now in practice, he looks fast.
Go ahead, Kavante. I want to get your thoughts on this Lamar situation. Tez, it reminds me of Torrey Smith, Mark. He'll get open. He can run fast, but he may drop some passes. Go ahead, Kavante.
I'm confused at what the story is. Like how did he $750,000? I'm confused at what happened. Actually, the term is forfeit. I'm confused at what happened, but I think one of the guys, Omega 21. Matter of fact, this is this comment right here. Who cares, man? why do we really care? Like, is he playing football? I think Roger was talking about this. Is he playing football? Is he healthy? Is he in shape? Is he getting with his guys? Is he leading this offense? That's what we need to be worried about, instead of counting the amount of money that some of us will probably never ever see. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be able to forfeit $750,000 is crazy, but he makes $50 million a year. So $750,000 ain't much nothing to him. And again, like Rod said, he's probably finding other ways to make money. I think
And those endorsement deals too don't count in that $50 million, Kavante. That's in addition to that.
Absolutely. This is extra. And again, the brother, he's built his career and made this money. He can spend it however he chooses to, and that should be never mind to us. How he plays on the football field and all those other things, all those football related things is what's really important. Athletes throw away money all the time. This is nothing new. This is nothing surprising. He not broke. It ain't none of that. So why is this a big story? I don't know.
Because we're reaching.
Listen, you could tell it's the dog days. The dog days are coming.
I think the biggest story is like Omega 21 said. Why the hell is Mahomes? Well, why is Allen hanging out with Mahomes when Mahomes just whoop your ass again?
Same reason Peyton Manning. Hey, same reason Peyton Manning and Tom Brady would do golf tournaments together.
Anyway,
are they really friends?
They must be. He must love getting his ass.
They might really be friends, yo.
Oh my gosh,
they probably are. I mean, look, today's athletes, everybody's friends with each other.
You think Mahomes let him hold a ring for a night? They like, can I hold one of your Super Bowl rings? Yeah, sure. You just take one of them.
I mean,
I got 3 of them.
You saw in WWE, he let Logan Paul hold 2 of his rings.
Right, exactly.
What does that do for you? Like, what does that do for you? Holding rings.
Kavante, you want to know what it does? You would like to know what it. Would you like to know what it does for you, Kavante?
I was looking for the answer.
Maybe you can ask Gilbert Arenas, because he got a replica of Kobe's rings. So I don't know. But whatever. I'll leave that alone. All
right, let's get to our weekly Caitlin Clark update. Drizzy Dre, your girl, getting roughed up, getting knocked around like she's in WWE. Only had 3 points on, I believe, yesterday. How are you feeling? I believe they're 2-9, her team. So the Mystics, I'm sorry, Kavante, are 0-8, not to rub it in, but the Fever are 2-9. And yes, Kavante, the Mystics are worse than the Wizards.
And we could have had Angel Reese.
Goofy.
Talk about dropping the ball.
Yeah, they're
literally
2-9
and figuratively.
They're 2-9, Dre. She's having her ups, but she's also having her downs as well. The Aces are only 4-2, by the way. I might put these up on the screen so people can see. But
I mean, where do you begin with the whole Caitlin Clark thing? I mean, 11 games of 20 days, playing double the games of the amount of the defending champion Las Vegas Aces right now. I mean, as far as Caitlin Clark, I mean, you knew what it was, though, entering the league. I mean, I'm not saying that the fouls are necessary because a lot of those fouls aren't, especially in that Chicago game. It was like, what the hell? Like, and then upgrading the one foul the next day to a flagrant one. It's like, come on, it's the next day. What's this really going to do? Um, I
We've seen
mean,
that
but
before, though, Dre. We've
the,
seen that before, though.
but I mean, is it like a welcome to the league rookie type of ordeal? Yes. I mean, Angel Reese got roughed up. What was it, like a couple days ago? So it's not like the rookies, they're taking it easy on them, but Caitlin Clark, um, coming in with all the hype, but at the same time, you kind of, it's a little rookie hazing, but at the same time, if it wasn't for this rookie, you guys wouldn't have commercial flights this year. If it wasn't for this rookie, then your viewership wouldn't go up. If it wasn't for this rookie, your deals that you have now, that money is about to increase even more because now she's the one who's putting butts in the seats, bringing attention to it. So it's going to be some pluses and some minuses to it. But at the same time, we do have to factor in this is a white woman coming into a predominantly black sport, um, who for years they've been undervalued, underappreciated, and overlooked for years. And now this white woman who comes in as the great white hope. Uh, I mean, these are facts, though. I mean, we're not really talking about the racial proponent of it. For years, women's basketball has been overlooked and undervalued, and these women have done their things for years. I mean, you have somebody right now like Asia Wilson, who is a defending champion, MVP, and we don't talk about her in the same limelight as we do Caitlin Clark. I mean, even Angel Reese, though we talk about her, we still put Caitlin a notch above her. Which Caitlin deserves her flowers because she does lead the rookies right now in points. So is some good things with what she's brought to the game, but I just think that some of the fouls that have been against her have been absurd, and they do need to take a look more so into it because, especially if they're going to put her as the face. But I also think that the WNBA is kind of dropping the ball themselves because they're putting so much pressure and a lot of games at her when, like I said, the defending champs haven't even done the amount of games as much as the Fever have. So it's an adjustment for everybody. But I think moving forward, that it should be something that we can collectively, collectively look into it more. I think more eyes will be brought upon it. But at the same time, Caitlin, you can't really be complaining to the referees and everything like that when she's having the amount of technicals that she's having. You're right. She's not no Candace Parker. Candace Parker had it rougher than her, but I mean, at the end of the day, we always do say money talks, and Caitlin, she's the one she's about to bring in the money, and when you bring in money.
So okay, so I want everybody to understand that what Caitlin Clark is going through, don't let the media fool you. She's become the media darling. But what's going on with Caitlin Clark is nothing new. Every superstar, this happens to them. This happens when they dominated in one realm of a sport and then go to the next professional ranks or whatever. This happens. This absolutely happens to everybody now because the media's wrapped their arms around her. We're supposed to feel sorry, whatever. I don't feel sorry for nothing. Nothing going on. Yes, Dre. A couple of the.
I'm not saying to feel sorry for her.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying because you were speaking first, but I'm just saying nobody feels sorry for her. Now I'm saying to your point, some of the fouls are egregious. Some of it's a bit too much because it's outside of the realm of basketball. That's not a lot. A couple of those plays are not basketball plays, but that's a part of the game as well. every superstar from Jordan, Bird, all of them, they've gotten beat up in some way, shape, or form. Another thing, the next thing is, well, any superstar, especially a number one overall pick, these type of things happen. This is the um learning curve, or if you will. Next thing, Jay was talking about this. I don't think the WBA knows how to deal with nice things, because they put how many games in 11 games in 3 weeks, in less than 3 weeks. That's kind of crazy. Like, even though she's young and a rookie, she gets tired too. She needs a break as well. Her and the rest of her teammates need a break as well. But the WNBA don't know how to deal with this type of publicity. So they just pushing her and pushing her. They pushing Caitlin Clark all the way to the front, all the way to the forefront, and keep putting on TV. See, they on all the primetime games, all the marquee matchups, and putting on TV every chance they get. And the WNBA needs to relax on the scheduling part of this. One thing that's concerning with Caitlin Clark, and she's a hell of a shooter, hell of a ball player, and she came with that notoriety with all the records she broke in college basketball, women's college basketball, and college basketball in general, because the girl could shoot the lights out, and she's bringing something different to the WNBA that WNBA has never had before. But what's concerning is that her teammates don't seem to have her back.
Oh yeah, right.
Because as many times as she's hit the ground, I have not seen many instances where there's somebody helping her up, or there's somebody defending her against another player. Because that's the thing about superstars. It's like an unwritten thing. Because kind of like all the superstars, they usually have a tough guy or a tough woman on their team. You know, Steph Curry, he got Draymond. You know, Michael Jordan, he had Charles Oakley back in the day when he first
Dennis Rodman.
And he had Dennis Rodman. You have people like that on your and it wasn't just them defending them, because they'll all defend Mike. They'll all defend Steph Curry. But
the Celtics, you had KG with the big three. Like you're right.
Even when Larry Bird was there, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, like you had guys that would go toe to toe with everybody, because they know and understand, like, hey, we need them to win. We pick top 3, top 2, or number 1 overall 3 years in a row. We need this person. She's our ticket out of the cellar. So it's in y'all best interest to protect her so she can keep playing. So 1, y'all can win, and 2, the WNBA could get more notoriety, and hopefully these salaries will go up. But I'm not sure why Caitlin Clark and her teammates are not I don't know, saying eye to eye. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's Caitlin Clark and how she's coming off to the girls, or if it's the jealousy of the women that they're not making them like receptive to her. I'm not sure what it is, and it's early, so it's really early. But that's concerning. That's concerning, because it looked like it's Caitlin Clark and just 4 other women.
Now you talked about the teammate. I mean, because Boston, when that foul happened, and she just smiled and helped her up. I'm like, at least get in the girl's face, do something. I mean, when Carter did that, you see her going to the bench, and like Angel and them, like kind of like being like, yeah, go girl. Like,
oh no, they're like, yeah.
I'm like, damn, like Caitlin's up there, like I can't get the same support.
No, absolutely not. But also, one more thing. So the WNBA has not a dilemma, but they have an interesting task coming up. So y'all know how it is when superstars get beat up, y'all usually know what happens the following year. Whether it's Jordan, whether it's Tom Brady, whether it's LeBron, who knows? Rules start to shift and rules start to change. So don't be surprised in the next year or two that these things will not be tolerated at all. Like what's being shown right now, don't be surprised if these things are not tolerated at all in any way, shape, or form, and then it'll be categorized as Caitlin Clark rule.
I hope not, man. But I mean,
And
also
36 out of 40 games are televised.
And you're right that
yeah,
you know, she's only a month away from the national championship game. People gotta realize it's her rookie year, so she'll make an impact, but it's not an immediate impact, and I think that's part of the problem too, because you want so bad for her to make this impact, and she just can't. I mean, like I said, a month away, you're still adjusted from the collegiate level to the professional level. It's going to take time, but people want microwave results when that thing needs to bake a little bit in the crock pot.
Yeah, and she's small too. That's enough. She's a small white girl.
Yeah,
like she got to put on. She want to put on. She want to get in the weight room, and get tough. And not to say that she's not necessarily tough, but she gonna have to get bigger because these women are gonna push her around because she's small. That's usually how shooters are. Shooters, the girls and guys, like pure shooters, they're not typically big because you don't want to be big. Because when you're a shooter, you don't want to put all the muscle on your arms. But she gonna have to get a little bit bigger.
Just let me know when it's my turn.
Oh, go ahead, Roger. We done.
Go for it, bro.
All right. This is my take on this. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, and Steph Curry are done carrying the WNBA. Now, I don't care about people not liking Caitlin Clark. I don't care if the ladies are jealous or not jealous. I don't care if all of her games are televised on ESPN or whatever. She is bringing in money to the league. She is bringing in notoriety to the league. To be honest with you, I've never watched the WNBA like that. And you know what I was watching yesterday? I was watching the WNBA with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese going at it again. It brings in fans. It brings in people to watch the product. That's what this is all about. It's all about eyes on the product. And I understand that, a lot of the ladies that are greats, like the Cheryl Swoops of the world, or the Lisa Leslies, the Candace Parkers, the Skylar Diggins, the Aja Wilsons. I get it. They're great players. The Dana Taurasi's, they're great players. Hall of Fame players that's going to go to the WNBA or the NBA Hall of Fame one day, or the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Basketball Hall of Fame.
Basketball Hall of Fame. They're going to all go. But let's just be honest. A lot of us was not watching it. I was not watching it growing up. I was not. Even though it was on TV, I was not watching it during the summer months. I wasn't. I'm not going to lie to you.
I was.
But with Caitlin Clark coming in and being the great player that she is, and she is a great player, she's only going to get better from here. She's bringing in a lot of people watching her product. And that's what everybody wants. People want money. It's all about the money.
That's
Everything
right,
is
Mark.
about bread. So she's bringing in the dough. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of black people don't like it. I don't give a damn what black people don't like. If it's going to bring in bread, if it's going to bring in eyes, that's what you want. And right now she's doing it. And she's only going to make the product better because she's going to get better, which is going to elevate everybody else's game, which is going to elevate everybody else's money. And they're going to get put in a position where they're, going to make more money. And that's what you want. That's exactly what you want. So I understand people don't like change. People don't like, things being different. You need a change in this league. Like I said before, the guys that I said before, the superstars that carried the NBA was also carrying the WNBA. And they're getting tired of carrying them. They need to carry their damn selves. And Caitlin Clark helps them carry the league further and forward to being better and greater. So it is what it is. Get over it. She's here to stay. And if you don't like her, beat her on the court. That's all I can tell you. Just whoop her ass on the court and do what you need to do. But she is the golden child. She is the golden ticket. She is the star. Look, she's Roman Reigns right now of the WNBA. She is the straw that stirs the drink. You know what I'm saying? She's all of that and then some. So get over it.
Exactly. Exactly, Roger. I said that. I said that she's the one who brings in the money, and they're going to end up protecting her. And I think Cavante made a good point that they probably end up going to change some rules next year to even further that along. But like I said, I don't think some of this narrative would happen if she was making more of an impact and if her team was winning more. I think that would change some of those narratives. A lot of the conversations that we're having have been really about the fouls. There have been some good things about Caitlin's team, and there have been some bad things about Caitlin thus far this season. But it happens; it's a team sport. But I think that the conversation's really been around race and around the fact that they've been roughing up this girl egregiously because and unnecessarily. And I think that that's where what we're looking at more so than the journey of her in her professional career.
They beat up that little white girl. That's it. They beat up that little white girl. That's why this is a problem. That's why this whole thing is a problem.
Because but the thing is, and let me say this real quick, Raj. Remember Angel, like I said, Angel Reese had an incident too. Somebody fouled her hard. But the difference is when Angel got fouled, Angel got up and was like, oh, okay, like she shrugged it off. But Caitlin is like complaining and like
it's a little different.
Like, so she's like, come on now. And I think that one thing you said, Karante, when you was talking about her size, because Angel is bigger than
absolutely
Caitlin. So she's going to have to put on a little more. But like I said, it's hard to when you were just a month ago in a national championship game for college, you get drafted and you don't really have time to really transition. It's basically like just go. And so I think with the offseason and everything, she'll be able to probably put on that weight, adjust to going from college to the pros, and she'll probably be better next year. But this year, it's going to be a lot of growing pains.
Mark my words, in the next couple of years, she will be the best player in the WNBA.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Bar none.
Yeah, for sure. Because let's tell you something. Folks love shooters.
Let's get to Ty Lue. He gets paid, Raj. No, your Lakers still don't have a coach. I told you it's going to be JJ Redick, but Ty Lue gets a new deal through the 2028-2029 season. One of the highest paid NBA's coaches at $14 million per year, and he's not leaving. He's gone. He had 1 year left on his contract. He's 184-1, 34 in 4 seasons, 6th best in the NBA according to ESPN stats and informations. He led them to the Clippers, that is, first Western Conference Finals in the 2020-2021 season as well. He has Kawhi Leonard signed long-term, but Paul George can become a free agent this offseason as well. There you go.
Hey, man, congrats to Ty Lue. He got the bag. They haven't done anything with the Clippers. They're not going to do anything with the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, he's going to continue to steal money with that team. And right now, Ty Lue's going to steal right along with him. So it is what it is. They're getting a new stadium. I guess that's why he's getting the extension so he can help usher that in. But other than that, you know what I'm looking forward to from the Clippers? You want to say what?
What's that? I
am looking forward to that good old show that's coming out very soon. I think it's called Clipped or something.
It's going to be Clipped on Hulu.
Yes, on Hulu.
The
with
guy
Lawrence
who played Al
Fishburne
Bundy.
playing Doc Rivers. And they're going to be talking about the Donald Sterling goofiness that happened to that squad. So that's the only thing I care about from the Clippers is that. That's about it. Other than that,
why is Lawrence Fishburne playing Doc Rivers?
It's a good question, man.
Goofy. Just have Doc play Doc. Can we just have Doc play Doc? He's still alive. He ain't dead.
I guess because he was the only one that was going to put the sheen on top of his head, so he could like get hair. So that's the
Doc
reason why
ain't
he's
dead.
playing.
He still lives age. He playing stuff from a couple years ago. Dre, you want to get in on this real quick? I know you like Ty Lue. Wish he was a Lakers coach.
Yeah, I do wish he was the Lakers coach, but they lowballed him. So, I mean, if the Clippers, they got the money, they got the owner who's going to give you the bag, go ahead with it. But I mean, every time we think the Clippers are going to do something, they don't. Ty Lue's a damn good coach, and I just think it's a shame that he's got a team that's not going to do nothing because we're unsure about whether or not Paul George is going to stay. We're unsure about the team moving forward because you never know with James Harden and his up and down mood when acting like Kyrie Irving back when he was teaming with LeBron James. Westbrook, sometimes it's Westbrook. So we're just unsure about the Clippers moving forward. And then the thing is, they're moving into that new stadium with Kawhi Leonard, and we don't know if he's going to play 0 games, 35 games. I don't know how many games he's going to play. I mean, there has to be an over-under about how many games this man is going to play. And it's always some type of issue. So we don't even know if the Clippers would have even beat the who did they face in the playoffs this year, but we're not sure if they would have even won their playoff matchup this year because
the Mavericks.
Didn't they play Dallas?
They played Dallas. I mean, it's this team has just been so irrelevant that this is basically the highlight of it, and I don't even know why they're getting a new arena when they haven't done nothing to get a new arena. So we'll see, but I mean, I'm happy always for a brother to get his money.
At least the owner be dancing and goofing around. How about that? He brings a lot of eyes to the Clippers.
He's like an older. Please stop. He's like an older.
That's him. That's how he does it, though.
He's like an older Mark Cuban.
No, he's worse than Mark Cuban. He's just straight goofy.
What we're talking about the Clippers? Ugh. Ty Lue. All right.
Yeah, we're not talking about the Clippers. Screw them.
Ty Lue. Yeah, well deserved. Black brother found a way. He found his place in the NBA, and as we all know here, one of the hardest things to do as a black man in NBA is get a head coaching job and keep it. And Ty Lue has found a real snug spot in LA, and he has some success in the NBA. So he absolutely has. It's warranted. Unfortunately, it's the Clippers, so expectations probably aren't crazy, but it is well deserved, and I'm excited and ecstatic for him, and look forward to see where his ceiling is, because it's going to be a ceiling with the LA Clippers. But definitely congrats to
see, there you go. See,
he grabbing thighs out here. He wild. He a fan. I can't.
Your boy Steve Ballmer, man, doing his thing, man. He's rich. He's rich. He can do it. He can do it. He can do it.
Fan. That's
yes. Aaron, y'all ready to get into this finals talk, man?
Yeah.
I know Dre. You gotta slide, brother. But Thursday, game 1, Boston Celtics taking on Dallas Mavericks. Boston Celtics have been the best team in the NBA all season, record-wise. They got home court. Dallas coming in, beating the Minnesota Timberwolves in 5 games. Luka, Kyrie, they make the moves, get PJ Washington, get Dan Gafford from the Wizards, get Derrick Jones Jr. Boston, Tatum, Brown, Derek White balling, Drew Holiday, they get him, give him money. Porzingis, I don't know. I'll get an update on him. I'll read to see what they're saying the latest is. I'm guessing he's going to come back. He's had basically a month off. Dre, how you feeling about the finals? Who wins, how many games, and who's your MVP? And are you excited about this finals? We got Boston. We know they're going for another historic banner. What would this be, number 18? And then they're going for the Dallas Mavericks, their first since another international superstar, Dirk Nowitzki, led them over LeBron and the Heatles. LeBron, Wade, and Bosh their first year.
I am actually excited about this matchup. I think that this is going to be a really good NBA Finals because you have the young guys who are on the cusp of greatness, while you have Luka, who the young guy. I mean, Luka's only been in the league 6 years. It feels like it's been longer, but Luka, we've been saying for years how Luka is going to be like the guy in the NBA, and this is his moment to get there. I mean, he had that, that great game 7, and we thought Luka was taking that next step. He's gotten some help. So it's a lot of storylines to it. Of course, everybody's going to be talking about Kyrie Irving coming back, playing against Boston. We're going to talk about Tatum and Brown. So there's a lot of like underlying storylines to it. But I mean, Boston's had a smooth sailing. I mean, you got a Heat team without Jimmy Butler. Then you face a Cavs team with a wounded Donovan Mitchell, who was basically out the last couple games. Then you face the Pacers, who are just a young team. So they've been able to sweep or gentlemen sweep their way and coast through the East. While the Mavericks, they did face the Clippers. It was a couple of rough games there for them, but Dallas pulled it out. Then they had to face who I thought should have been the MVP in SGA and the Thunder. That's a young team who's not going anywhere. You had to face the guy who's potentially the face of the league in Anthony Edwards and go through them, who's the same team that knocked off the defending champs. So Dallas has been really tested going forward. And really, I think that the Mavericks, because of that, I'm leaning towards the Mavericks to win the NBA Finals. I think that this will be about a 6. I'm not sure 7, but I think it's at least going 6 game series. 7 would be nice, but at least 7. I mean, I'm sorry, at least 6 games moving forward. I think that the Mavericks end up pulling it out, and I'm kind of rooting for both Luka and Kyrie. I think that the turning point for the Mavericks, we slept on it, but they made some moves during the trade deadline. Something that Lakers arrived. Something that we talked about. and wish that the Lakers would have really made some type of moves moving forward to propel their team, and they didn't. While Dallas, they made moves, and you see Dallas is in the NBA Finals in a tough Western Conference, while the Celtics, I'm not sure when Porzingis is supposed to come back. If it is game 1, that's going to definitely help them whenever Porzingis does come back. But I'm just not sure if they've really been battle tested for finals, for a dogfight, while it seems like Dallas has, and they seem ready for the challenge. And plus, they're saying that this may be the best 1-2 combo out there ever, possibly. So this will be a chance to prove it, whether or not you are going to be that. I mean, there's a lot of 1-2s out there. In the Yankees, you have Judge and Sudo. I mean, right now the Mavs, you have Kyrie and Luka, but then they're facing the team of Tatum and Brown. So one of these duos is going to come out, and we'll see what happens. But I'm leaning towards the Mavericks.
Looks like Porzingis is on track to play game 1. Yeah, looks like he's been practicing shooting. So, how you feeling about this series, Raj? Do you want to root for the rival Celtics to get another banner?
Hell no, I'm not rooting for the Celtics to get another banner, but I'm gonna be realistic. I think they're the best team left, and I think that the Celtics have a lot of advantages over the Dallas Mavericks. One being defense. You don't even have to have Jason Tatum or Brown or Luka or Kyrie Irving. You can put Derek White on one of them, and you can put Drew Holiday on the other one, and they're both great defenders. I just think that the Boston Celtics have a lot of depth to them. They have more depth than the Dallas Mavericks. I think they have better superstars than the Dallas Mavericks too. Even though I believe Jason Tatum is somewhat soft, he's still a great player. But if Porzingis comes back, then it pretty much like wipes the floor with everything. So I just think Boston's going to beat them. I think Boston's going to probably beat them in maybe 5 or 6 games. If they play like they're supposed to play, I think they might even sweep them. But I just think that the Boston Celtics are the better team. Although I like Dallas too. Dallas is cool. Luka has shown me a lot, even though he plays a herky-jerky type of game. He hits the clutch shots. Of course, Kyrie does as well. But I just think that the overall team that the Boston Celtics is better. They're very hungry. They have a lot of hungry people on that squad. Ask Al Horford. He's like damn near 40, and he's still playing at a very high level, and he's extremely ready to get this ring. So I just think that one, the Celtics was in it 2 years ago and didn't win it. So of course I think they're going to come out with all their might and do what they need to do. But it's going to be very exciting to watch. I am rooting for Dallas to win it. I just think that this is Boston's time. It's like you've been there before. You felt heartbreak, and I don't think they're going to feel it again, especially going up against Dallas this time around. They went up against Golden State the last time. Golden State is, they were savvy veterans, champions before, with the three man weave that they have. But Dallas is new to this new Dallas squad, except Kyrie, of course, he's a champion. But everybody else on that squad, I don't think has won anything. So I just think that Boston will be more hungrier, and I think they'll pull it out in maybe 5 or 6 games.
Go ahead, Cravante.
So it's a lot of things that's pointing to Boston. One thing, and Raj, you kind of alluded to it. Dallas is going to find it hard to defend these guys because Boston does a really good job of spreading you out, and they got multiple guys that can score. So they're going to put Dallas big men in the unusual situations. Well, at least at a disadvantage, because they're going to have to play in space. Boston's been here before. Like you said, they were in the championship a couple years ago. Lost in heartbreaking fashion. They have home court. They have a dog at point guard. One All Pro, and I guess and Brown, another All Star. And I say all these things, and it's like, I don't know, because Boston does not look tough. They not tough to me. So I feel like when you get in a grill, they don't play to their potential. And Rod, you said something really right down that I'm hanging on to. If the key word if they play to their potential, yes, they should win the championship. They should. But like you said, their best player ain't tough. Their best player has some characteristics of being
because their best player has an S curl.
No, because their best player. Their best player.
And honestly, but you know what? Let me take that back, because on AV at night, I can't tell who the best player is.
That's true.
Hey, sometimes it's been Derek White, Cravante. Sometimes it's been Derek White or Drew Holiday.
and then, but Jaylen Brown. First of all, did y'all know they was giving awards out for
conference finals now? Yeah, they started that a few years back.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
I think it's the Magic Johnson.
Jaylen Brown won it.
Yeah, it's the Magic Johnson in the West, Larry Bird in the East.
Everybody get a participation award.
But Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown took that. He didn't.
But Jaylen Brown won it, and that's what I'm saying.
Just stupid.
I think it's stupid. I think it's very stupid. I didn't waste of an award, but whatever. Jaylen Brown won the award, so he was the man pretty much last round, and it's like, dang. So is it really Jaylen Brown? Because this is where you make your name for yourself in the postseason, right here.
Well,
right
he
now.
is getting paid like a Cravante. He's living up to that contract.
Indeed, but who is the guy? And I feel like when the rubber meets the road, the Celtics are going to fumble with trying to figure that out. And it's crazy because I thought that would be a problem for Dallas. I thought Dallas was going to have an issue with that, trying to figure out who's the guy and when in the clutch, who's going to close. And it looked like they figured it out. It looked like Dallas has it figured out. And I feel like the only way the Celtics are going to win this are going to win the finals is if they blow them. Is if they blow Dallas out the water. Because if it's close, I put my trust in Luka and Kyrie to close. If the game is close, and I'm talking about each individual game. If it's close, I think it's Dallas. Like, in order for the Celtics to win, they're gonna have to win. No, ain't no close games. They're going to blow Dallas. I mean, they're going to blow Dallas out. I think that's the only way the Celtics win, because I feel like when it comes down to the clutch, Celtics going to find a way to fumble it. Because again, and what Dre was saying earlier, they're not battle tested. They're not battle tested. Now, one thing that the Celtics may have going for them is that Dallas has played more games, and Dallas has more. Luka has more minutes on his body. So he might run out of gas the longer this series goes. And the Celtics, obviously, they only have 2 losses. So
they've been off all month.
They you know what I'm saying? So they're more rested and they're fresher. So that's another advantage for the Celtics. But the Kyrie being in umpteenth number of championships, Luka's been in the conference finals. I don't think the stage is not big enough. The lights are not too bright for Dallas. And I feel like I've seen the Celtics come up small when the lights are biggest, i.e. really mainly Tatum. But, again, Celtics to win, they got to blow them out. Ain't no close games. If the game is close, I'm going Dallas. But I'm hoping for a nice, maybe 6-7 game series. But if it come down to it, I'm leaning Mavs. Even though, and Rod, you're right, the Celtics play their game, they should win. But I feel like we've said that before, and they've fallen short. Maybe Drew Holiday would be the difference. Maybe Drew Holiday be the difference. But yeah.
I'm intrigued in the coaching matchup, J. Kidd and Joe Mazzulla. But go ahead, Rod.
I hope you're right when it comes to the Mavericks. I hope that they hope Luka shows up along with Kyrie.
Listen, Luka probably gonna have at least 2 40-point games.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna have at least two 40-point games. And Byron, to your point, shout out to Jason Kidd, man. Jason Kidd is going under the radar with all of this. He's another brother that's been around the NBA for a while, from his playing days to his coaching days. He's continuing to find a spot, find a job. You guys remember when he was with Milwaukee? Mm-hmm. It didn't end the best. He had a stint with the Lakers as assistant, and he's able to get another head coaching job with the Dallas Mavericks. And the West is crazy. The West is a very, very crazy conference. So to be the best in the West it's a lot to be said about it. But Jason Kidd's biggest task is being able to manage Luka specifically and all the minutes that he's been given thus far, and going into this 7-game series, being able to manage Luka.
Let us know. Vote on the poll. Let's not forget to vote on the poll. Vote on the poll. Let us know who you have winning the NBA Finals, Boston Celtics or Dallas Mavericks. Game 1 is on Thursday on ABC with Mike Breen, Dorsberg, and future LA Lakers coach J.J. Redick. Cravante, are you ready to get goofy and get out of here, my brother?
Y'all heard him? Did y'all hear him?
I've been saying it since it was rumored. I said he's gonna be the coach. I already know it, man. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Especially with something like that.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Especially seeing everybody else get hired and paid. But it's time for Cravante's Goofies of the Week.
Of course. Something wrong here. Well, now that's goofy. Stupid. Just stupid. Jam. Oh, jam.
Yep. Yeah, it happens like that from time to time. Welcome, good people, to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time. Let me tell the good people what I thought was goofy this week. So y'all know I deal with all levels of goofiness, and I just pointed out I like to talk about it, make fun of it, and try to figure out a way. Just try to figure out a way. Figure out why this is so very goofy, and how we could possibly get out of it being so goofy. But there's sometimes, a whole lot of times, where we cannot. Where's my good brother Jay? Is Dre gone?
I think Dre is stepped
Dre
away.
might be gone.
He's going to step out. He's starting up the pacer.
Listen, man, he gassing up the pacer.
I'm here, man.
The big red machine, as he calls it.
The good brother showed me a very interesting video today, and I don't know quite what's going on. It's a whole bunch of goofiness. I don't know who's involved and all this and that. I don't know if it's wrestling related or what, but I need some assistance to explain the goofiness that's going on.
I need the whole team because we did a whole live stream on it. So Raj, Byron,
come on, baby.
He's talking about Double or Nothing with Jack Perry and damn, who's our boy, the crazy guy?
Darby Allin.
Darby Allin. When Darby set Jack Perry on fire. Y'all could.
So are we allowed to show the video or no?
Let me see
I
what I can do.
I mean, you can probably show a screenshot.
Yeah, let me see what I can do. Yeah,
all right, well, let me get to the spot where the fire is at its biggest.
If you could show them like getting torched a little bit, Byron, that would probably help. I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can.
All right, so can I show something like that?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Lord have mercy.
And then I'll do this.
To see the video in its totality, y'all, it's unbelievable that a man was set on fire at a wrestling event. Yeah, that
guys. Okay, hold on. I understand doing what you gotta do in the name of entertainment and in the name of making money. But god damn it, we don't care. We don't care about 3rd-degree burns. We don't care about life. We care. We got to be near death. You know what I'm saying? In the name of entertainment and in the name of the people. What do the people want? Entertainment, and we gonna give it to them by any means necessary, even if it's on the brink of death. This is absurd, y'all. This is absurd. And this was live. And so y'all was watching this mess live?
Yes.
Yes, we was.
We were.
How do you get authorized to have a flamethrower? You have to. There's got to be like the stipulations for a gun. It should be one for flamethrowers too. Like,
well, I'm gonna give you a clue. Darby was watching BMF the week before. That's what
now.
It was.
And then if you see it, like if you rewatch it, you'll see that there's fire extinguishers there, and you're like, why are these fire extinguishers there? Then it makes sense, like why they're there. Bro, when we saw that, man, we were out. Raj, tell them we was out of our seats, right?
Yes, I couldn't believe it.
We could not believe that really happened. That, I mean, we've seen people like, tables with fire on it, people go through them, but I've just never seen somebody actually, like, even in an Inferno match, you weren't set on fire. Like, you set him on
directly
fire.
on him.
He then followed him and then kept
and look, they put it on him too. They said, yeah, you don't need this no more. Like you knew this was goofy because you had two guys on standby just in case some goofy stuff happened. Just in case he went a little too far, i.e., chasing him, following him tripping, falling. I forgot. Because
Hey,
his feet about to burn off.
you want to hear something even more goofy?
What?
So look, he fouls him.
He
So all right,
he,
so I'm
he
gonna
stopped, drop, and roll.
tell you something even more goofy about the whole thing. Not only did he get set on fire, the guy who got set on fire won the damn match.
Entertainment. There it is. Entertainment. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Like,
I thought it was.
wow.
I thought it was goofy. The whole match was goofy.
But that's goofy. That's goofy right there because folks will do anything, and I mean anything, in the name of entertainment, even if it's third-degree burns and within the brink of your life. Y'all seen him stop, drop, and roll? Y'all saw that? Y'all saw him stop, drop, and roll. And then the guys that were just fire extinguishers, I think they might have fell asleep. Because I feel like they got to the party a little bit late. But he get to stop, drop, and rolling. They hose him down and then hose the other brother down too. Because you don't even need that no more. You're doing too much. You almost killed him. That's crazy. I think that's absurd. Absolutely absurd. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely beyond goofy. I don't know these people's names, but everybody from the person with the fire extinguisher, the person who got fired on, and the folks with the fire extinguishers, y'all all goofy. Y'all all goofy. Who okayed this? Like, this is such a big liability. Like, where is it that, all right, entertainment liability? Like, where is the line? Like, where is the teetering point? Because I feel like we went over it. Wherever it was, I feel like we went over. Look. It was his feet. The fire tripped him up. He tripped him up with the fire. His feet was hot. This is goofy.
You can't make this stuff up.
If you describe that to me, I'd be like, you're crazy. But then also, this is entertainment. That's all I can hear.
Stop, drop, and roll.
He stopped, dropped, and roll. Look. They put that fire extinguisher dead on him. That's terrible. And aren't you supposed to use a fire blanket for that? Side note. Complete side note. I don't think you're supposed to put the fire extinguisher on clothes. I feel like the fire blanket is for clothes. And I feel like the fire extinguisher is for like appliances. I think the fire blanket is for people. And the fire extinguisher is for like appliances and stuff. And like stuff around the house or whatever. But also makes it more goofy because the fire extinguisher could have done damage as well. But I guess it doesn't matter because he ended up winning the match anyway. I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit over the top in the name of entertainment. But I guess if he still wins, keep it going. Keep the party going. I don't know nobody's names here. I just know the guy with a flamethrower and a guy that got flamethrowed and fire extinguished. But they are all goofy together. There's a thin line between goofy and great. And all them brothers that was involved in this fiery fiasco is beyond goofy. Got to do better.
Of course. Something wrong here.
Stupid. Just stupid. Jam. Oh, jam. Well, now that's goofy.
Thank you, Cravante, for that goofy of the week. And we have come to the end of another episode of the Flex Zone podcast. Jersey Dre, next week, episode 444. What a number.
Right, them Jay-Z numbers.
Oh boy.
Looking for more
Keep your eye open.
more NBA talk, of course. And we'll see what happens moving forward.
Oh, gosh.
Stop it, Raj.
Oh man. Yes, executive producers, co-patriot, creator, Andre Melton, the tribal chief, the co-patriot, the Mandalorian himself, Cravante, Bay, the social media producer, the man who makes the streams pristine, Big Raj. Let him know what we got on the channel.
Hey man, if y'all over on Facebook, switch on over to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. We have plenty of content. As you can see, we had a full show, talked about a bunch of topics. Let us know in the comment section, what were your favorite topics? What do you think about the NBA Finals? What are your thoughts on Caitlin Clark? Let us know these things. Don't just sit by on Facebook. Come on over to YouTube, hit the like and subscribe. But we got plenty of stuff coming up. AEW Dynamite on Wednesday, and plenty of news coming out from sports all the time, and we always cover it. So come on through.
Only place, fellas, giving you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Yes, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell on your way out. And you can always super chat us. You want to donate, you want to know how you can support us, you want to know how we can keep giving you the sports how you want it when you need it, you can super chat us down below. We appreciate all donations. The Cash App is hashtag the FlexZone1, Twitter, Instagram, the FlexZone1, the FlexZone Podcast on TikTok, and the FlexZone1 at gmail.com. If you want to be a part of what we do here on the show, you always know how you can reach us. As always, as mentioned, AEW Dynamite on this week, and then coming up next week, we have the Clash at the Castle pay-per-view or premium live event. So we will be breaking those down. We'll have match previews, and next week we'll be recapping thus far what we've seen in the NBA Finals and any news that comes out between now and then as well. And yeah, give you sports how you want it when you need it. For Cavante, for Dre, for Raj, putting the kids to bed. Episode 444 coming to your way next Monday. Hit that bell. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell. There'll be more content on the channel. Only place giving you sports how you want it, fellas. One more time.
When you need it.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Peace. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Sharon, Mark, y'all were going in. Yeah, everybody. What was that? Oh, my boy saw him in earlier.
Great. How you make the balloons go?
I just went like this, and then next thing you know, the balloons just popped up. I don't know.
Big ups to Omega 21. I want to shout you out. I saw you in here as well. Mark, as I mentioned, Sharon, or as Dre says, Sharon. Everybody, Miss Queen, I saw you in here as well. So thank you for everybody for watching. And always appreciate the love. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time here on the Flex Zone Podcast. Good night, everybody.
Peace.